Hey, Gatekeepers! This week on Beyond the Gates, it's all about the people we love and love to yell at. Cat and Martin's feud explodes, Leslie doubles down on her dirty games, Eva's heart gets tested, and Ted quietly becomes everyone's emotional lifeline. Let's get into it. Alright, Monday is setting the tone for a messy, emotional week. First up, Cat. Cat turns to an unexpected source for guidance. So you know what that means. Either she's desperate or she's finally realizing the people she usually leans on are part of the problem. Then we've got Bill issuing a warning to Jacob. Expect a tense, possibly low-key threatening scene. The kind where every word is politeness on the surface and don't mess with me underneath. Meanwhile, Dani and Andre decide to make a major investment. Whenever a soap says major investment, just assume high risk, secrets attached, and emotional fallout later. Then we have Leslie and WinterFest. Leslie's involvement in WinterFest stirs emotions with some old friends. Expect awkward run-ins, long loaded stares, and maybe one of those we need to talk alone moments in a quiet corner of the festival planning committee. On Tuesday, the emotional stakes are rising. Let's start with Eva and Izaiah. Their connection deepens, and you know what that means. We're moving from flirt territory into something more serious. Next, we have Ted unexpectedly becoming a shoulder to cry on. That's interesting. It could be someone we'd never expect to open up to him, which might start a new dynamic of friendship or even the hint of a future romance. Then there's Smitty and June with an overdue heart-to-heart. Those words, overdue heart-to-heart, scream unresolved issues. And in the background of this, Samantha's punishment is causing discomfort for her entire family. So not only is Samantha in hot water, but whatever consequences she's facing are putting everyone else on edge. And finally, Vernon and Sharon meet under watchful eyes. If they're meeting in public, someone's watching. If they're meeting in secret, someone's still found out. This screams forbidden connection. Wednesday is your drama centerpiece. This is the episode that could anchor the whole week. First up, Cat and Martin. Their feud hits a boiling point. We're talking raised voices, maybe a public scene, people stepping in saying you two need to calm down. This isn't just a disagreement anymore, it's personal and explosive. Then we shift back to Eva, who now has to face tough questions from Ted. Let's be real. Her deepening connection with Izaiah isn't happening in a vacuum, and her father is clearly not sitting this out. Meanwhile, Dani and Andre receive an important delivery. Whatever this is, paperwork, keys, a contract, something symbolic, it's clearly tied to their major investment from Monday. And then Leslie tries to extort another Dupree. Leslie's not just dipping her toes into messy behavior, she's diving in head first into blackmail territory. Thursday leans into family drama and quiet emotional beats. First, Martin. He chooses a side during a sibling rivalry. Nothing creates long-term tension like picking sides between siblings. Whoever Martin backs is going to feel validated, and whoever he doesn't is going to feel betrayed. Then we get Shanice versus Leslie. Shanice puts Leslie on notice. Finally, someone is stepping up to check Leslie's behavior. After the WinterFest drama and the attempted extortion, Shanice giving her a verbal warning or a clear boundary is going to be satisfying. Meanwhile, Naomi is juggling pressure from all sides. Who cares? She deflects Bill's questions about the state of her marriage, which already tells us the marriage is not as fine as she wants people to think. Bill asking questions means rumors are swirling or cracks are showing in ways they can't hide. On top of that, Naomi has to extend an apology to Haley. And rounding out the day, we have Ted helping an ailing Peaches out. This is likely one of those heartwarming human moments. Peaches isn't doing well and Ted steps in. Friday is all about big choices and bold conversations. First up, Anita. She doesn't mince words with both Thomas women, and I'm assuming that would be Leslie and Eva. Anytime Anita talks, you listen, and apparently so will the Thomas women. Then we get a big moment for Tyrell. He shocks his dads with his choice for the future. This could be about career, education, relationships, or completely stepping off the path his dads wanted for him. Next, Nicole receives an offer from Carlton. Anytime Carlton is making offers, there is always fine print. Will Nicole see the hidden agenda, or will she accept the offer is just too tempting? Then we circle back to Martin, who after all the feuding and side choosing this week, now seeks advice from his grandfather, which he always does. And finally, Vernon. He makes plans for another clandestine date. So that meeting under watchful eyes earlier in the week, yeah, that clearly didn't scare him off. So Gatekeepers, that's your week of Beyond the Gates for November 17th through the 21st. This is one of those weeks where you do not want to miss an episode because everything is setting up long-term fallout. If you enjoyed this spoiler breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe to Weekly Soap Chronicles, and drop a comment with who you're most worried about this week and who you think Leslie is going to target next. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep your friends close, your enemies closer, and your spoilers right here with Weekly Soap Chronicles.